So let's go to late games, Raiders, Chargers. Chargers favored by 9.5. Over under is 49.5. I've seen the spread at 10. Now, I was going to ask you if you think the Raiders are quitting. Look at this. We talked about the percentages. 87% of the experts are giving the points with the Chargers, 82% of the fans. Basically, everybody has given up on the Raiders, including possibly the Raiders themselves.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say about the team at this point, you know?
That game last Thursday was horrendous. It was so bad.
Yeah, I mean, the 49ers shouldn't be blowing anybody out, but to get destroyed like that against your crosstown, you know, it really does feel, you know, you hate – the fans always are like, oh, the team's quitting. And that I don't think that happens very often. I really don't. I think these guys have a lot of pride. And they're getting paid, and they need to continue to look good so they can continue to get paid. Right. But John Gruden hasn't given like, how could you have confidence in John Gruden at least for this season? I mean, maybe they'll draft a bunch of great players and going you know, and have that franchise be the Raiders of the 70s or whatever. But I don't see how you look at him and be like, oh, okay, we have confidence that he's going to do anything this year. I just don't see it.
And
there's no reason to pick.
With Gruden, I mean, basically, they're tanking, right? Their trade, you know, the Khalil Mack move and Cooper, they're building for the future. And I'm with you. I don't think it happens often that players quit. And I don't want to accuse these guys on the Raiders of necessarily doing that. But if you look and you go, well, they're giving up on us. Like, I don't know what goes into an athlete's head when a team does that. Like how you know, you got to get demoralized to a point. I know you're a professional and ultimately you're auditioning for your next job or to keep the one you have. But, you know, if your team gives up on you, you got to be like, oh, I mean, I wonder what it does to your effort level and your intensity. I wonder how much it affects you.
Think about, we're both in the journalism business, and we both, I don't know if you've been through layoffs. I certainly have been through layoffs at newspapers and that kind of stuff. And it's the same type thing. You know, you're professional, you want to work hard, and either you get laid off or your friends get laid off, your colleagues get laid off, and you come back to work the next day and say, you know, it's not like anybody's happy about it, but people are demoralized. That's just how human nature is. So I don't see how the Raiders couldn't feel like that. It's like a bunch of the guys just got laid off, or not exactly that, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a bad franchise right now. I don't know. You know what's going to be fun though in Week 11? Raiders at Cardinals. Maybe that's my fun game of the week next week. That should be good.
It's the opposite of fun, Josh. That's what it is. All right, so you got the Chargers. I got the Chargers. Everybody on Pickwatch has the Chargers. It's the Chargers. By the way, the under, everybody. 13 of the last 19 under for the Chargers. 12 of the last 15 for Oakland. And I tend to think this could be a game like last week where the Raiders get held to 10 points or less or something like that. So under might be an interesting way to go. Okay, next up.
Maybe next week we'll talk about the Chargers and how they're actually pretty good. Maybe we'll say that for next week, though.
All right, that sounds good. Maybe Joey Bosa will be coming back by then, which would be great for them.
Oh, there you go.